The iPhone 18 Pro Max is shaping up to be a genuinely different kind of upgrade. Not just better specs on paper. A real shift in what a premium smartphone can actually do in your hands every single day. And if you're sitting on iPhone 13, 14, or even a 15 right now, this video could save you from making a very expensive timing mistake. Let us start with the number that matters most. Based on current pricing trends and analyst estimates, the iPhone 18 Pro Max is expected to start at around $1,199 for the base storage tier. That is in line with where Apple has kept the Pro Max position for the past 2 cycles. But here is the thing. What you are reportedly getting for that price this time around is a meaningfully different story. And the biggest part of that story starts with the chip. Apple is widely expected to debut its A20 Pro processor with the iPhone 18 Pro Max. This would be the first iPhone chip built on a 2-nanometer process. To put that in terms that actually matter to you, analysts are projecting roughly a 15 to 20% jump in CPU performance over the A18 Pro, combined with a notable improvement in energy efficiency. That means the phone runs faster while the battery drains slower, both at the same time. For gamers, that translates to smoother frame rates with less thermal throttling during extended sessions. For creators, it means faster 4K and 8K video exports directly on the device. A task that currently takes around 4 minutes on the iPhone 16 Pro Max could come down closer to 3 minutes or less. That is not a minor improvement. That is time you get back every single day. But that is not the biggest change. Here is where things get very interesting. Apple is reportedly testing a variable aperture system for the iPhone 18 Pro Max camera. This is something that Samsung experimented with years ago on the Galaxy S9 and then quietly stepped away from. Apple's approach, according to supply chain reports, is more refined, designed to work seamlessly with computational photography rather than acting as a standalone mechanical feature. What does that mean for real buyers? It means the camera could automatically shift between a wider aperture for low-light shooting and a narrower aperture for sharp landscape or daylight photography, without you touching a single setting. For photographers who currently carry a dedicated mirrorless camera for flexibility, this is genuinely worth paying attention to. Video performance is expected to improve as well, with rumors pointing toward enhanced log format recording options and better stabilization for handheld shooting. Creators who rely on their iPhone as a primary production tool are already paying close attention to this one. Most buyers comparing spec sheets right now are completely missing one detail that could make or break this purchase: the dynamic island. Apple is reportedly making it noticeably smaller in the iPhone 18 Pro Max. Not eliminated, smaller. And the reason this matters is not aesthetic. A reduced dynamic island means more usable screen real estate without changing the physical size of the phone. You get a larger effective viewing area in the same familiar form factor. For anyone who watches video content, reads documents, or works across multiple apps on their phone, this is a real-world quality of life upgrade that does not show up in any benchmark. Now let us talk about battery life, because this is the area where the iPhone 18 Pro Max could genuinely separate itself from everything else on the market. The combination of the 2-nanometer A20 Pro chip and a reportedly larger physical battery cell is creating serious expectations among analysts. Early projections suggest the iPhone 18 Pro Max could deliver somewhere between 20 and 25% better real-world battery performance compared to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. For a heavy user, that could be the difference between reaching for a charger at 7 p.m. or comfortably making it through the night. At this level of performance improvement, the iPhone 18 Pro Max would put serious pressure on competitors like the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, both of which have made battery life a central selling point in their most recent generations. And here is the part that almost nobody is talking about right now. Apple may be adding faster wired charging speeds to the Pro lineup with the iPhone 18. Current Pro Max models top out at around 27 watts. If Apple oves toward 40 or 45 watts, which several supply chain sources have hinted at. That changes the ownership experience significantly. Getting from 0 to 50% in under 30 minutes on a device this powerful would be a meaningful step forward, and it would help Apple close the charging speed gap with Android flagships that have offered this for years. Now, let us put this into clear financial terms. If you're currently using an iPhone 13 Pro Max or iPhone 14 Pro Max, the upgrade case here is genuinely strong. You would be gaining 2 full chip generations of performance, a completely redesigned camera system, meaningfully better battery life, and a display with more usable space. Spread a $1,199 starting price over 3 to 4 years of daily use, and you're looking at well under $30 per month for a flagship experience that will remain relevant well into the next decade. If you're on an iPhone 15 Pro Max, the calculation is different. The jump from A17 Pro to A20 Pro is substantial, but your current device is still performing at a high level. Unless the variable aperture camera system or the battery improvements are directly relevant to your daily workflow, waiting one more cycle after the 18 Pro Max launches to see real-world reviews might be the smarter financial decision. If you're on an iPhone 16 Pro Max, waiting is almost certainly the right move. You already have the A18 Pro chip and one of the best camera systems available today. The improvements rumored for the 18 Pro Max are genuine, but not dramatic enough to justify a $1,200 plus upgrade within a 12-month window. Here is the full verdict broken down by buyer type. If you're a casual user on a 2-year-old iPhone, this is worth the upgrade. The performance and battery improvements alone will transform your daily experience in ways you will notice immediately. If you're a power user or professional who pushes their phone through demanding tasks, the A20 Pro and potential charging improvements make this one of the strongest cases for upgrading in recent memory. If you're a content creator shooting and editing video on your phone, the variable aperture camera system and the enhanced log recording capabilities could genuinely replace equipment you currently carry separately. This one deserves serious consideration. If you are a gamer, the combination of sustained chip performance, better thermal management, and a larger display area makes the iPhone 18 Pro Max the most compelling gaming phone Apple has ever produced. If you're coming from an iPhone 15 or 16 and you're not a heavy creator or power user, waiting is still the honest recommendation. Your device is serving you well, and patience here is a smart financial decision. Apple has not officially confirmed any of these details yet. A September announcement is the widely expected timeline, with the Pro models arriving ahead of the standard iPhone 18 lineup. Many of these specifications could still shift before launch day. But based on everything credible sources and supply chain analysts are pointing toward right now, the iPhone 18 Pro Max is shaping up to be one of the most complete flagship upgrades Apple has released in years. The last time Apple delivered this many meaningful improvements in a single generation, it changed the buying conversation for every premium smartphone on the market. This could be one of those moments. Before you make your final decision, there is still one development that could shift the entire picture. Apple's reported AI processing upgrades and what they actually mean for on-device performance versus what competitors are currently offering. We are breaking that down in full detail next.